On you guys. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you all how to dual boot a computer. I'm running Windows 10 right now. I'm going to dual boot it to Windows 7 since that's the only thing I have on USB at the moment. It's convenient. So we're going to go to get started. We go down here to right click. We're going to go to disk management. Alright, so this partition right here, it's C. It's your main partition. Usually it's the biggest one on the drive. We're going to right click. We're going to go down to shrink volume. Usually takes a minute to load. Alright, so I'm going to go with 10 gigs. So we're going to do 10,000 megabytes. So there we go. Once you type in the gigs, it's preference. It's whatever you want. Depending on, you just can't use up more than what you have of free storage. So once you do that, I'm going to go with 10 gigs. That should be just fine. Windows 7 only takes about 4 gigs. And we'll see when it shrinks it and see how it goes. It usually takes a minute, but yeah. Taking longer than usual. It's odd. There we go. Okay. See right there? It made a 10 gig partition. Usually there's a little bit off the top. It's never actually perfect. So once we just made that 10 gigs, so what we do is I've already got it set in my BIOS to boot off of the USB. I can show that in another tutorial later, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure I have the USB and restart it real quick. Yeah. Once it restarts, then it should come back on. And then we'll get going to installing Windows. It's pretty simple. It's actually very simple. Sometimes you just need to know the steps to get to it. Alright. So it's restarting. It should boot straight to the USB for the operating system. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go 64-bit. If your system's a 64-bit, go with 64-bit. If it's a 32-bit, do not go with 64-bit. Just stay with 32. But you can do 32 or 64 if you're 64. That may have sounded really confusing just now. But here we go. Alright. And we're off. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Next, English or install. Now you can do this with any operating system. I usually just Windows 7 right now because it's what I have on me, but I do have a few different Linux operating systems. I'm going to go Windows 7 Ultimate. Alright, that. So here we go. We're going to go to custom install. We don't want to do an upgrade. Customs or fresh install. So we want to find the partition we made. It's as simple as that. And just go next. Whatever you do, don't do any of these partitions. You don't want to wipe your operating system. So we're going to do next. And there we go. It should go pretty fast. Yeah. I'll probably speed this up so y'all won't have to deal with it, but oh yeah. Alright, I'll get back to y'all when it installs. Alright, and we're back. It's on 90% now. It's getting there. Shouldn't take much longer. Depending on what you're using, if you're using a USB or a flash drive USB, but if you're using a CD, it usually takes longer. Anything DVD wise, it just takes longer to read, write, and all that. So the flash drives are definitely way quicker, but alright, we're almost there. %99 is always the longest part. There we go. Okay. Installing updates. That shouldn't take long. There we go. Completing installation. Alright. Now it's restarting. Here we go. Windows 7, there we go. Instead of Windows 10. Here we go. It's once you install a Windows, it will come up with the option every time you restart, and I mean, it's not, you can't really miss it. So there we go, completing installation. And if you like this tutorial so far, go ahead and give a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I'll be coming up with more tutorials in the future. Let's see. Well, I have no patience, so this is even if it's faster than usual, I still don't like waiting for it. There we go. Cool. Alright, it's getting there. Sometimes the screen flashes a lot. Sometimes you'll have your keyboard flash if you have lights on it. Usually it does that when it's completing the installation, but like my keyboard just flashed, but we'll see. Sometimes it takes forever. Hurry up already. Alright, now I can move the mouse. It wouldn't let me move the mouse a minute ago. There we go. It's gonna restart again. I'm glad I have an SSD. It's a lot faster. A lot faster with an SSD. If I had a hard drive in here, this would be a lot longer. There we go. Windows 7 again. Alright. Here we go. And that's pretty much it. Once you do that, it's going to come with the same screen with the option to start through Windows 10 or whatever operating system you just dual booted through, but you can add as many partitions and as many operating systems as you want, and it's pretty simple. It'll ask you which ones you want to boot from. You just click it away. But if you like this tutorial, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe for more tutorials. Peace out.